Hello YouTube, you joined me the day after the first of my exams, and as a little break, me and my family are making Elderflower Cordial. So I'm out picking elderflower. We want the heads that are in full bloom. We're picking them early in the morning to make sure that we get them before too many insects have at them. And I'm going to pick about 2 dozen of them to make one batch of cordial. So here we have a box full of elderflower heads. We're just going to take them, shake them off to make sure that any insects that were on there are now off. Fortunately, we've got them early enough in the morning so there shouldn't be that many. Set them aside, and there is a wonderful smell of elderflower. And these later on are going to be used to add all the flavour to our cordial. So we've shaken off the elderflower heads, and my father actually informed me that the reason we pick them early in the morning is so that we get all the nectar they've produced overnight before the insects do, which was something I didn't know, so you learn something new every day. These are all the insects we've shaken off the first time from shaking off the elderflower heads. You can't wash them off, because if you wash them off you lose all the nectar, so you have to shake them off. And even though there didn't look to be anything on them at all, got quite a lot of creepy crawlies, a few spiders, but mostly those tiny little beetly looking things you can see squirming about on your screen now. So we've got a large saucepan with 1.5 litres of water, to which we're going to add 1.5 kilos of sugar, which is 3.5 pints and 3.5 pounds in old money. And we're going to bring that slowly to the boil. With gently stirring it until it's all dissolved. This is the sugar syrup that makes up the bulk of the cordial. Okay, so we've got the sugar syrup we made earlier, which has been decanted into a bunch of these jugs. We've got some limes and some lemons, the elderflower from earlier, and some citric acid. We're going to have 2 ounces of citric acid. All these I'm going to slice up nice and thin, and then we're going to all have them in our big pan again with the elderflower, pour this over the top, and we're going to leave that to steep overnight. So I'll just show you the setup when it's finally finished, and then we'll leave it till tomorrow. So here's the cordial with everything ready to steep overnight. There's 2 lemons, 2 limes, 50 grams, which is 2 ounces of citric acid in there, and all the cleaned heads of elderflower in there. So that's going to be covered and left for about 24 hours. For the cordial we're going to need some glass bottles to keep it in once we've made it. So we're going to make about 3 litres of it. So we've got enough old bottles and jam jars. We're going to sterilise them in the oven for a while. At over 100 degrees for about an hour. Okay, so we've got our cordial, which we steeped for 24 hours, or thereabouts. Got a very nice muslin bag, which is handmade by my mum. I'm very grateful to have a mum who's really good at sewing and stuff like that, and a fancy gadget that goes over our nice steel pot to hold it and everything. Otherwise we'd rig something up with gaffer tape. We just strain off all the bits, all the bugs that we didn't manage to shake off. I wish you could smell this, because it is a really lovely smell of elderflower. We can let that drip through for a while. Okay, so we've got our sterilised bottles, which are now just warm to the touch, because if they're too hot, our cold cordial won't go well into the glass. Clean funnel, start decanting our cordial. So here's the summer 2011 Elderflower Cordial. It's very elderflower smelling, and once we've got all the rest bottled up, I'll give it a taste test. So we've got it all bottled up. Some of it's going in the fridge where it will keep for about a month, month and a half. Some of it's going to go in the freezer where it will keep much longer as long as it stays frozen. And got some made up. Once diluted, it loses its rather lovely lime green colour, but it keeps a lovely elderflower smell, much stronger, more elderflowery smell than actually the cordial, which has more of a citrus nose to it. And in taste, it's got the citrus sharpness to it, but all the flavour is elderflower. It's really nice and refreshing, and yeah, the recipe will be below. Thanks so much, YouTube. Bye.